Hello and welcome everybody to this Fabric Espresso. Today we've got a treat for you. I'm going to show you how to tap into an existing lakehouse that you already have built on your previous environments like Synapse or Databricks and just use that data inside Microsoft Fabric using shortcuts. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to point shortcuts to tables, no longer files, but existing tables that we have in our ADLS Gen2 storage or AWS just by basically right-clicking and loading the tables into the lakehouse and start querying it using that lakehouse. Now, let's dive into the code. Over here, you can see I've created a new lakehouse called Silver. Now, that Silver lakehouse basically doesn't have anything in it. As you can see over here, I don't have any tables, I don't have any files. Previous videos I've shown you how to create a landing zone lakehouse, a bronze lakehouse. If you want to know how to structure it, how one lake is structured, please watch the previous videos. But now I'm just going to show you how to tap into existing data, existing Delta tables that we have from an Azure Synapse workspace that I have. So I've created a full Synapse Silver layer already, and I don't want to recreate that. I don't want to push all that code back there. I just want to use that existing Delta tables I've created. I just want to load them in. Now, let me show you how to do that. So actually, to link that table, all I need to do is click over here to new shortcut, Azure ADLS Gen2, and then just paste in my URL. As you can see over here in that URL, I'm basically pointing to an existing Spark database that I've created there, Spark Silver DB, and I'm pointing to that roles table, which basically is a Delta table. Now, I'm just going to show you again, to create a new connection. I'm basically going to say account key. I'm going to rename this to Delta table connection silver, something like that. So my name convention here. Account key. You can also use SAS key, of course, because this costs 10. Next. And I will find that table and I'll just say, hey, existing roles table silver. And create that. And I can see that it automatically notices that this is a Delta table. See over here, that little triangle tells it's a Delta table. And now we basically have that table in there. Now I can instantly just say, hey, load this to open this in a notebook, or with set star. But one of the cool things I also want to show you, I haven't highlighted this a lot, is that lakehouse structure also gives us a SQL endpoint. Now, how do you switch to that SQL endpoint? You can do that over here. So lakehouse, click on it, and then say SQL endpoint. And it basically opens up with SQL experience of it. Once we're in that SQL endpoint, you can see that we get sort of a different view. You get functions, store procedures, tables, views, security, but as such, I can just start creating a table here. Now, SQL endpoint in Lakehouse is read-only, so I cannot go and modify the data using that SQL endpoint. But it does open up any querying that I want to do against that specific layer using that silver layer. I can just start building reports on top of it. You can see here, if I just say, hey, new SQL query, select start from silver dots existing. I should have had a better name convention here. Existing roles table with silver. If I just run that query, it automatically, and it doesn't. So this is new SQL query, select 100, run, go. It just gives me the result of that. And what I can then do is create views or procedures with those things to basically write more SQL code or build a report on top of that. So that basically just shows you how you can easily tap into existing data that you built with all different technologies. If it's just on ADLS Gen2 or if it's in AWS, you can basically just tap into that data and it will notice it's a Delta data. You can start querying and using that data. Now, in the next video, I'll show you how to basically create that, that silver layer as well. But for now, just showing you how easy it is to just take data that you have and just load it through a shortcut and then just start playing with it and working with it without any issue of building that full connection out there. Now, if this was the first time you're visiting our channel and you like the content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. If you've got any questions about this, just write them in the comments and I'll definitely get back to you. If you have any other things you want to see, also write them in the comments. And if you like the video, just give us a thumbs up. And as always, from the Synapse team, this is Stijn. Thank you for watching. Bye.